Hi and welcome back. Right, I'm doing a bit of Jeep maintenance. Something I do twice a year is the transfer in the gearbox oil levels. It's SA90 transfer oil or gear oil that you put in. Now, there's something going on with mine, which is really weird, and I'm wondering if someone out there could answer this. So when you take the transfer case sump out, the oil level sump, the upper bolt, it's a square-headed bolt that takes a 9/16 spanner to loosen. They're actually very soft metal, as you'll know, and they tend to round a bit. So I tend to have to put a adjustable in mine. The spanner only fits one way. You can see this now. So as you know, when you put these back in, you only do them like spark plug tight. So it's just hand tight and a tiny nip. They are very soft. You don't want to crack that casing by over tightening them. So something really strange happens when I take my filler plug out. It's overfilled. I don't know how this is happening. So it must be about half a pint to 3/4 of a pint runs out. Strangest thing, you can see it's quite a lot of oil. So I'm just giving it 5 minutes to run down till it's find its proper level. The Jeep is sitting on the level, by the way, before you question that I'm parked on a slope or anything. So the filler hole, the sump, you just put a bit of thread sealant again on it and reinsert that and just hand tighten it and then nip it up. So that's the transfer case correctly filled now, and this actually takes 3 pints, imperial pints of SA90 oil, and so obviously I've not had to top up that transfer box. So just stick this in and then tighten it up and we'll go around the other side. The transfer case is the only oil leak I have on my Jeep. The front axle and back axle don't leak. The engine doesn't leak much. Now the sump used to leak, but I've changed the base gasket on the sump and it's fine. I think what's happening is this transfer case is filling up with oil and it's pressurising possibly, and it's forcing the oil out. So anyway, round to the left hand side, the driver's side, and taking out the filler cap for that one, which is an 1/16 or a 1" 1/16 spanner. Quite hard to get into that one compared to, and as you can see, no oil comes out, which is what you'd expect. So then you're going to have to top it up. So you would expect it to only be a few pumps. This filler that I bought from eBay is brilliant. It's like £12 and it's screwed onto a empty screen wash bottle, which I filled up with my transfer oil. And so I must pump probably 12 pumps, which I measured into a jug afterwards and put it back in the container. Was bang on 3/4 of a pint. So it seems that my gearbox oil, it's not leaking onto the ground, it's leaking into the transfer case. So first of all, first question to the experts, is this possible? There's no other explanation for where my gearbox oil is disappearing to. And I know when it needs done, because the gearbox is just starting to feel a bit tight and doing a bit more crunching when you're selecting first and second. Second question is, can it cause damage from overpressurizing? I don't think it can, because it's obviously blowing out somehow out the transfer case. But the gearbox will have to come out this winter because I need to change the clutch. The thrust bearing is very rattly, and the clutch is slipping sometimes if I'm labouring it on hills, and especially if I've got 4 folk in it carrying the extra weight. So as you can see the amount of gear oil I'm putting into this. As I say, I measured it into a jug when I was finished, and it was about 3/4 of a pint, which explains about the amount that have come out the transfer overflowed. So that's me. I've actually put 2 pumps in too much, but I'd rather make sure it's right filled. So I let it sit for a couple of minutes, find its level, and then I just, obviously you can see I'm just emptying this out so it doesn't run all over the garage floor. But yeah, it's a great wee pump for £11, found on eBay, worth buying. So just put the level plug back in, just put some Permatex on it, and you can see the overflowed oil dripping there. It's mostly falling out off the engine now, sorry, off the chassis, which I will clean up once I'm got this finished. So yeah, please let me know what you think in the comments, and look forward to finding out if anyone else has this happen with their Jeep. I don't think it's a problem. It just means the gearbox has always got nice clean oil in it every time you're topping it up. It should be every 6,000 miles you actually change them, the oil levels in these gearboxes and transfer cases. But yeah, there you go. Something strange, another interesting thing you find on an old Jeep. So more soon. See you later. Bye for now.